Episode 99, The Four Stepping Stones of Brand Awareness.
Welcome to the PR Playbook Podcast, the only podcast giving you actionable skills and advice you need to execute a strategic PR program. Warning: what you hear next may lead to brand awareness and increased sales and customer exposure. Now here's your host, Rinjini Joshua.
Hello, and today we are talking about the stepping stones of brand awareness. It's episode 99, which is pretty exciting. So that's another celebration I'm going to have over here. But more importantly, making sure your brand is recognized benefits you really at any stage of your growth, whether you're a early stage startup, whether you're expanding your investment into Series A, B, C, whether you're a public company. Brand awareness, brand recognition, brand credibility, all those things are vital to the longevity of your business. And in the beginning, it may just be, getting those initial sales or getting that initial validation, and then, you graduate to really driving executive thought leadership, brand interest, and credibility as you get more and more into whatever industry you're pushing for. So I think what's important is that public relations supports any path, any time frame of your growth, and brand awareness is a very key metric of public relations. So there are four kind of main flagpoles when it comes to brand awareness. So I'm just going to cover these because I think this is important, and it might be a really good touchstone. So just in case you feel like your brand messaging is off or something's off, this it might be a really good way to just keep tabs on making sure that you're delivering what you want to deliver as far as your brand presence. So first and foremost, consistent messaging. And when I say consistent messaging, I don't just mean the same messaging in all of your PR materials, but I also mean across sales, across marketing, across social media. Today, I was just having a conversation about how PR and marketing is so different when you present it on social media, and the voice is a little bit different. And so a lot of times what you want to make sure is that there is one consistent thread where whether it's your value, your missions, your unique selling proposition, I think you really want to keep that message consistent across sales, marketing, public relations, your website, any kind of communications. You really want to keep that message consistent. So that's number one. Number 2, deliver a differentiated message. And I know I just said keep the brand consistent, but deliver a differentiated message from your competitors. So really basically hammer in on your value propositions is really what it should have been. And make sure that you're differentiating yourself from others. Make sure that you stand out and you've really carved out the thing that makes your value greater than other people in the same market. Number 3, authenticity. I know this word kind of makes me want to throw up a little bit. Um, it gets thrown around a lot, but the truth is that if you're not authentic, your customers will find out very, very quickly. So you want to maintain a level of authenticity that is resonant in your brand presence, whether it be on your website, whether it be in an interview, whether it be in your press release. So you really want to keep that authenticity throughout everything, and really, if you stick to a value proposition, make sure that's fluid. Make sure that it's going through every part of your organization, whether it's marketing, sales, PR, your executive team. Everybody should be kind of embodying that value proposition or service proposition. Last but not least, number 4, exposure. And that's where us PR people really come in. It's where marketing people come in. Without exposure, nobody's gonna know about your brand message. So, you really have to focus on finding the right ways to expose your brand, the right places to expose your brand, and the right thing to say when you're out there talking about your brand. So, again, with consistent messaging, but exposure, really kind of diving in and embracing. If you don't talk about yourself, no one else is gonna talk about you either. So I know sometimes I have a hard time with startup founders who find it difficult to talk about their unique selling propositions or talk about themselves as a leader. And at some point, you just have to bite the bullet and kind of go for it. So, exposing yourself, exposing your brand, exposing your business, exposing your technology, whatever the case may be, exposure is going to be the key to getting people on board with what you have to sell and letting them know that you're serious. So, I don't know if you've ever heard the term, like announce your plan so people know that you're serious. And it's more of like a personal coaching kind of methodology, but it's the same thing with products and larger brands. You really have to expose yourself, let people know you're coming, let people know what to watch out for, and allow that to drive you to make sure that you're moving your business forward. So, again, I'm going to go over these four stepping stones. One, consistent messaging. Number two, deliver your value proposition that's different from anyone else's. Three, authenticity. Stay true to your voice, true to your brand vision. And number four, exposure. Drive exposure and get out there more. So, you really want to use these four stepping stones in whatever methodology, whether it's a marketing strategy, a social media strategy, an earned media PR strategy. You really want to use these four steps in across any one of these channels and make sure that, you're really devoting yourself, committing to something because I think if you change your brand message too often, people won't be able to trust what you're saying. And trust is a huge factor when it comes to securing loyalty and customers and things like that. So, I hope this was helpful in really just driving brand awareness and knowing which stepping stones that you should kind of commit to as you're creating a beautiful message for your brand and as you are growing and expanding. Good luck out there and can't wait to see you for episode 100. Thanks.